What's up, dudes? Welcome in, welcome in. Pollen in here. Give you guys a minute. What's up, guys? What's everybody doing? I see a Keith, a Legacy, a Trevor. I'm gonna hang on a minute. Let everybody come on in. How we doing, dudes? How we doing? Wanted to get started a little bit early, just because this is going to be kind of fun. There will be a lot to this, so we're going to try to get started. Keith, Ayo, how you doing, man? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Risky Farmer, welcome in. How you doing, man? Welcome in. Give everybody a couple minutes here. How's everybody doing? Good time to check to see if we did get any Mod Hub mods today. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Interesting. Unless these are from today, I don't know if they are. There's a couple things in here, I don't know. First things first, want Plow or Culty State? I want a Plow State, I think. We plan to get the tractor back from Halim this week. I don't know at the moment. I don't know. Kind of hanging out, waiting in limbo mode. Hopefully we find out something soon. I think Kaleem has been without internet the past couple days, or past week actually. So it's hard to say. I don't actually know at the moment what's going on, what he's got in the process, what, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, let's go Plow because I want to be able to create fields. That's the most important thing, I think. Yeah, we're kind of just hanging out, waiting in limbo. Hopefully we find out something soon, though. Why did I not do a stream last Thursday? I didn't have much to work on, and to be honest, I needed to take the time to come up with some stream ideas for what to do when we don't have something to work on. So, gave me a little bit of time, came up with this idea. There's a couple other ideas I have bouncing around we can play around with throughout this week while we're waiting on some stuff to do. That should be interesting, I hope. Yeah. So, we're going to give it a shot. See how this goes. Hopefully this is fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I suppose it's going to be build a farm and play the map. See, that's what everybody does, though. I want to start doing some different stuff. I want to experiment with some ideas. I want to bounce around, make some more creative content. Be something a little more interesting to watch. I mean, I'm sure that's interesting to watch. You know, there's some other stuff we could do for sure too. I ain't got any dip in. I got a piece of gum in. See, what kind of gum do I got? Let's see if I can figure it out. Nah, I don't dip actually. Where did I put my gum? I might have left my gum in my truck. That sucks. Oh well. Yeah, it should be fun. Anyway, let me start explaining this. So, this is going to be like truly random as best as possible. Like a dealership one time. I don't know. Maybe we'll mess around with it. I mean, there's all sorts of like RP stuff we could do and stuff like that. But like, I'll try some new stuff. New. Never dip. Okay, let's explain this. So, on the Mod Hub, there are 163 maps. That's what I just counted up. 163 maps available for PC players. And I am including maps that are PC only. So, let's start with that. Let's do a random number generator, 1 through 163. And figure out which map it is we're going to do. So 1 through 163. If I can get the map downloading. 122. Okay. That's kind of annoying to count. So we have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. Man, I should probably do this in reverse. Actually, I should probably count this as map number 1, right? So 7, 13. That's the easiest way to do this. Let's count back from 163. So 163 minus, what would we say, 122? Yeah, minus 122 puts us 41 down from the top. So that's a whole lot easier to do. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 40, 41. Now, I will give you guys the chance to do one reroll. One reroll. So right now we are on, this is called Gensafart. I've never even looked at this map. Never tried it. Great Little John, welcome in. How you doing, man? So, I counted wrong. How did I count wrong? This would be map 41, I believe. Right? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 40, 41. Well, no, I guess it would be Goldcrest, wouldn't it? Because if PGR Solana is 40, it would be this one. It should be right. I guess Goldcrest is our map. Farming Simulator on Xbox One. Oh, 3640, I guess that is sus, isn't it? So 36, I would go 42. Yeah, you're right. So 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41 would be Rogue River Valley. Man, I should learn how to count, huh? I'm not good at math. I never said I was good at math. This is going to be hard. Okay. Rogue River Valley or Reroll. Let's do a poll real quick. I'm not going to leave the poll up for long, so I'm going to have to get your votes in quick. Red River Valley. Reroll. There you go. Much better. Get back to school. I never said I was good. Never said I was good at counting. Rogue River Valley. I spelled that wrong. Rogue Red. I don't know. I've never played on either one. Red River Valley. I feel like that's a map. I feel like I've done a build on that map. I could be wrong. FS19 maybe? Is that? I feel like that's a map. 67% on Rogue, 60. So I'm up to 11 votes. I'm going to give it till like best of 15. How about that? We're on 12 votes, best of 15. 13. 13 votes. Two more votes here. We're going to do Red River Valley or we're going to re-roll. 13 votes. If you hit 15, that's the end of the poll. It's 54 to 46. Please don't end it on a... Coming from Matty Stream. Welcome in, Trio. How you doing, man? So this is a map we landed on, Rogue River Valley by Poor Boy and Catalyzer Industries. I've never been on it. Might be interesting. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good map or not. This is going to be part of the interest of this. Let's see what we end up with. 13 votes. Come on, 2 more votes. 2 more people need to vote. 2 more people need to vote. 14, one more. Tiebreaker. Oh, man. Whoever has the next vote wins it. It's because it's 50-50. Man, are we rolling or are we staying? 15 votes. Okay. Rogue River Valley wins. Okay. Perfect. Get it downloaded. 15 votes. That's crazy. It came down to 1 vote. Glad I picked an odd number, huh? Could have ended badly. Little shop where you can make your mods. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. $39, $40, $41. Oh, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this ends up working out. So, the next thing we're gonna do once we get into the map is I'll pick a spot. That I am gonna leave up to me. And then the next thing we'll do is we'll roll for which house we're gonna use or whatever, okay? And then we're gonna roll for one of the shops. And then whatever shop we get is kind of the shop that we have to work with. Have to work around it. And then we can do like polls for like, should we do a pond or that kind of thing. So it should be fun. All right, so 100% Rogue River Valley. Let's see, pick an empty new farmer. So this should be interesting because I've never been on this map. I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna use all my mods I have available to me. Bullet Man, welcome in. How you doing, man? Large warehouse. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this works out. So that's going to be the fun thing. We could say whatever in chat, but we're going to really leave it up to chance of what we're going to actually do. So should be kind of fun. We might end up with something completely hideous, and I just have to try to work it out and make it half decent, but we'll see how that goes. Hop into game share. We're up to 20% loaded. Hopefully it hurries up. I'll have to pop my gum out. I need a drink of water. Most played map. I want to say can't remember what the Pennsylvania map was, but it was basically the exact same map as one of the Mod Hub maps. It's a PC only map by Bernie SCS, and I can't remember the name of it. It's kind of a European map, but like he switched the buildings up to be more for American style, and I really ended up liking the result. It's a teeny tiny little map. It's nothing big. I'd say that one's actually my most played. Oh, Bucks County. If I'm talking all time, from now to like when I first started playing FS, Bucks County for sure for me. I'm very excited about the fact that it is on its way. My favorite tractor. I'm gonna say probably the older cat that's on the Mod Hub. Cats. Can't remember the series number. It's a tracked cat though. Challenger cat. Buildings. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Fave tractor brand. Probably cat. I like cat a lot actually. The Challenger cat stuff I think was actually really cool. A lot of history to it. Pretty cool stuff. I see a ton of them around me too, oddly enough. I don't have any sort of cat Challenger deal or anything anywhere nearby either. It's really weird. How's 10 tier 25 R pack? It's pretty good. Right now we're just waiting on some stuff from Halim to be able to continue on. Kind of stuck in a limbo mode for the moment. Go green, oh well. That's always an option. Play other games in FS? Oh yeah, absolutely. I am big on Call of Duty. I still play Cold War Zombies all the time. I'm a big zombies guy as of late. I didn't used to be, but I got into it not too long ago, or I'd say like a year ago. But I've been on a big zombies kick a lot lately. I almost did that and did that tonight. Played some zombies. It came down to a poll. poll voted for this. So looks like a EU map. It kind of does. It's interesting though. Let's see if we can't figure out a farm location. We might be able to do something really interesting though, if we wanted to. It's kind of like hiccuping as it's loading in. That's probably something on my end. Very American buildings. Kind of like this this starting farm location. This is kind of nice. It's really kind of nice. It's like funnels into, yeah, it's pretty nice farmyard, honestly. Kind of a cool logging map. It's definitely meant to be a logging map. I don't love this terrain they got going on here, but it's okay. Some more animal locations here. Brings you up to probably a sell point of some sort. Very cool looking sell point. I don't know what they yanked this from, but that's pretty nice. So what could we do that would be interesting? Lots of mountains, lots of hills. This could be fun. So I don't want to have to chop down a ton of trees. Kind of looking for something that wouldn't require me to chop down a ton of them. Could also still be really interesting. I like the way that looks, actually. They tucked that really nicely into the terrain. It looks really cool, actually. It's not too bad for being what it is. Nothing you can get to over here. Get a fire tower all the way up here. It's kind of cool. I don't know if we can, because this hill is like so hilly. The mountains here are so, you know, not flat. I don't know if I could get away with trying to build up there. Like using your mods or other people's mods. Typically other people's mods, you know. Mine aren't done yet. It's hard to compare my mods to anybody else's. You know what I mean? And it's not fair to compare mods from different people. You never know like how much experience somebody has. Me, like my modding experience is what you guys see is what it is. I'm really tempted to like chop down a crap ton of trees up here and just go at it. Build something up here, but like it's really mountainy. I don't know if I can pull that off. I'm gonna say no, I can't, and just build in the default farm location. But we could probably build something really nice if we do that. So let me start by cheating in a crap ton of money. And hop into build mode. And we'll just start destroying everything that's here. And try to build something even more interesting. Hopefully we can actually remove every single building and there's no issues with any of that. Can't remove the flag in the middle of the pond, but I probably can change the pond at least a little bit, I'm sure. I'll have to sell the equipment. Chicken pasture back there. These sheds can go. It's a really nice starting area. I do like this little area. I'm not going to worry about stuff like way back there or anything. I don't think we're going to touch any of that. So let's start with that. Let's sell off the equipment real quick. You get a lot of it. I'm going to spam the crap out of the shift key or the enter key. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing that too badly on the mic. It's probably picking it up quite a bit though. Just slide it over this way. Try to get it away. Very clicky keyboard. Almost through it. Oh my gosh. How much equipment did they give you? I mean, you're like set for life on this map. You got 3 front loaders? What do I need 3 front loaders for? Okay. Anyway. There we go. Let's start this off. Start this off properly. Farmhouses. How many options do we have for farmhouses? Quite a few. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those are really the same, but it's okay. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86 different options for houses. Let's do a number generator on that. How many did I say? I think I said 86, right? 86 or 87. I'll put 87. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. What did I say? I don't know. 1 through 87. Maybe I'll put the 85. What is 85? Okay. Oh, I said 86. Okay. Well, that definitely skews the effects. 86. Okay. 65. Okay. So minus 20. Well, minus 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. We got the Millionaire Mansion. Okay. Okay. That's going to be quite interesting. Do we want to re-roll on that, or we keep a Millionaire Mansion? Quick talk amongst yourself. Do we want to go with the Millionaire Mansion here? That could be kind of interesting. It's a nice flat area. Could really work out kind of nice, to be honest with you. End up with something pretty sweet. Do it. So I gotta do it. Keep. It's 2 for it. I think that's gonna look kind of nice there. I'll wait for like one more person to chirp in, just to make sure there's no other opinions. Okay, keep. Yep, I'm down. That's fine. Keep. Yeah, everybody likes it. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can do something interesting with it. Let's see what would be kind of cool to do. Elk Mountain House is better. Keith, it doesn't matter if the Elk Mountain House is better or not, because we did a random number on it. Did a random number. What we got's what we got. Hoonigan says no. We got 1 no. Another keep. It looks like we're keeping it. Trying to decide what would be cool. I'm thinking I want to kind of tuck it like right up alongside the pond. I'm probably going to end up reworking all the pathways and stuff here. So like wherever I put it, it's kind of wherever I put it. That's fake farming. I mean, it's a random number. So what we get's kind of what we get. Oh, I completely agree. Elk Mountain House is better, but I kind of want to tuck it like right up next to the pond. I just don't know how to do that. Thinking maybe if we did something. I really do want it right up alongside the pond. I think if we do something like this. So I just need to clear out the trees. Maybe even do something like this. Because the driveway is kind of along that right side. Let's do this. We're going to put it like right in here, so I just need to go in and clear out those trees. Something about a city house in the country. I mean, I agree, but like I said, this is a random number generator farm. It's not... our choices are irrelevant, basically. Let's put it that way. Slow it down. Cut down a bunch of these real quick. This shouldn't take very long. build with these out pretty quick. I think this will look kind of cool though, if it's all said and done. Clear out a couple of these. I should leave a nice big gap there. We could always replace trees, but yeah, there we go. That should be enough, I think. We'll find out pretty quick. Back to farmhouses, millionaire. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, let's do something like this. Panther Gaming, welcome in. How you doing, man? There we go. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's come back. We'll cut down just a few more here, just so we can start integrating the paths and everything and getting this all tightened up. Gabriel Barber, how you doing, man? Long time no see. Yeah, man. How you doing? Long time no see, for sure. Let's cut this one down. Oh yeah, I remember you guys. Gabriel and Panther. I remember both of you. There we go. Okay. So. Oh yeah, I remember everybody. Hardly ever I forget anybody. Okay, so let's do. Probably end up doing a nice gravel path. This basically is just to come into the driveway. Probably do grass up for most of this. Although we can tuck just a nice little gravel path straight along the front side. Something like that. Let's see. Something like that's probably going to how this is going to end up working out. We'll see for sure by the time it's all said and done. But here we go. There's our house. It's kind of nice. I'll probably cut down just a few more of these trees. We get a nice view onto the pond. We'll see if any of these paths really end up staying, but we'll figure all that out as we go. But in the meantime, what you have is basically turn on flight mode here. Really nice view onto the pond. Really nice sitting area and all that good stuff up here. Okay, next, let's do. Let me fill in a couple of these other paths real quick, just because I don't know that we're gonna end up using them. We're gonna. Next poll is going to be picking out at least one shed to start us with. And then from there, we can kind of pick our sheds free will, more or less. I don't want any of these paths to really distract me from doing like what I want to do, more or less, with the farm. Can actually fill all this in if we wanted to. We could always build kind of wherever we want to build, but I do want to kind of take away the distraction of this path existing. Something like that. We'll clean it up, make it all real pretty, but robots in disguise, Optimus Prime. Yeah, something like that, right? There we go. I cleaned that up a little bit. Made it look a little nicer. And then, yeah, basically it can wrap back out that way. So we can put stuff wherever we please, but this just kind of gives us some framework to work with. Maybe take this path out a little wider through here. Something like that. Should be good enough. What's my favorite game? That's a good question. Favorite game? Probably Fallout 4, if I had to be honest. If I had to pick like one favorite game, and maybe not even of all time, but like just a favorite game. If I had to say of all time, it'd probably be Fallout New Vegas, but so we're digging back there a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, next, let's figure out our main shed. Or just start with a shed, and then we can match everything else to it. So, we have options for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give me a second here to count. Make sure I get these right. 6. Okay. 11. $50 here. $80. This is shed 100. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of sheds. Okay. Okay, this is 150 right here. $200 for the precision farming DLC. Jesus. So 200 is, just mark this out just so I know roughly where I need to look. So we have no shortage of option here. $250. 281 sheds. Oh my goodness. Where'd you get that tab for the logistics deal? I can explain that a little bit. Let me come back to that. So 281 total. All right, 1 to 281. Pick a shed for me. 238. Okay. So go back to the precision farming thing because that starts number 200. And what was the number again? Let me double check that. 238. Yes, so here. This is 2, 3. Wow, this is 38. Well, I mean, that's helpful. That doesn't really give us much of a base, does it? I'm going to say this is going to be a reroll, huh? Unfortunately. That's not much to go off of. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to hit reroll. 72. Okay. I can work with that. 72. Alright. I should have wrote down what 100 was. I clicked off of it since then. I was assuming we'd have it right with that. That sucks. So 72, right? Yep. 72. $40. 50. 60. We did say 72. 72 is this one, believe it or not. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Interesting. You guys down with that? We could pick the color. I'll leave that up to us. That is a big shop. I have used this in a build before, and it is a really nice shop. Man, is it big. That's going to be interesting to work in. We cool with that one? I think I'm okay with it. So it might be a little tricky to work in, but city boy with lots of money went to basically. That's what we're getting off of these rolls. Clear out the doghouse just because I have a feeling it's going to need to go. I don't know what that little thing is there, but hopefully it's not a big deal. Anyway. Yeah, city boy with lots of money went to farm, I guess. That's going to be the theme of the build. What it looks like, huh? So I don't even know how to rotate that to make this work with this build. It's so big. What do you do with that? Would be my luck. I mean, I could put it over here, I guess. That'd probably be the easiest place to put it. You'd have plenty of room to get in and out, at least. It should be fun. I think that's all you need, basically. I mean, one shop to rule them all, huh? Let me just place it. We'll have to go into it, cut the trees down that way. That'd probably be the easiest thing to do. Man, the random number generator really wants us to be millionaires, I guess. I promise this is truly a random number generator, too. It's not even the... wannabe ones. This is what we're getting, though, so... I suppose we'll have to see what we can do with it. God, it's a massive shop, yeah? Takes me 10 minutes to run around the thing. Brother map, new land. I gotcha. That's cool, Ryan. That's cool. Don't like the small ones you gave. Yeah, I guess so. It was like, oh, okay, you don't like the first one? Here you go. We go to the other extreme. If you guys all voted keep the house, so I guess it's going to match pretty nicely, to be honest. For, you know, trying to keep, you know, budgets similar. Spend $1 million on the house. I guess you might as well spend $1 million in the shop. There's that. God, it's taking me this long just to cut down the trees around it. How many trees are going to be in it? Where's the man door to get in it? Give you the small silo, I bet. Bet anything. Silo is definitely one we're going to have to do with the number generator, just because I think that's the most fair thing for that. I'd say it's a nice shop, though. Like, I'm not complaining about it. It's just a big shop. I mean, we got a lot of room to work with, I suppose, with this farm build. Just kind of cracking doors open here so we can get in and out pretty easy. Let's see, where are the trees at? This one's clear. I know there's a tree somewhere that I'm just haven't ran into yet. There it is. It's just a truly massive shop. All the room in the world. Where do you want to park stuff? You can fit it in here. No shortage of space, that's for sure. Open up this door. This is gonna be a mother to try to get things painted into it. Don't forget man doors, because there's about 1 billion of those too. But look at that. That's crazy. That's a big shop. Okay. Well then, we got our big shop taken care of. I better cut this tree down. I got a feeling it's going to be in our way. We're going to get in and out of that thing. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, I guess next thing, let's work out the silo, just because that's probably quite possibly the next biggest thing. Oh god. This could be the death of us here. And let me write these down just to make this easy. I'm just kind of writing down the price. All right, it's kind of easy to look back and see. Just a minute here. I probably should have done this before the stream. How many of these do I got? Gosh, a crap ton. I am not gonna do this for all of them, I guess, but maybe gives me a baseline. Makes 40. 50. Makes 80. This is 100, so let me write down 100. I have way too many options here. What mod that shop from, do you know? Give me a bit, we'll come back to it and I should be able to tell you. I'm pretty sure it's a Crooked Creek mod though. This is 150 is history. This is 200. And 205. Okay. 1 to 205. Let's see what we got. I cannot believe I have 205 silo options. They need to make this menu better. Like, seriously. You should not have to scroll through 205 different options. 118. Okay. I can do that. Let's go see what 118 is. 100 is a Meridian silo that costs 23,500. Okay. There we go. So that helps. 118. So go 1, 2. Believe it or not, I got a logistics warehouse. Yikes. I don't know what to do with that. How do I get a logistics warehouse? Are we keeping that or what are we doing, fellas? What are we doing with that? I mean, it's kind of a cool building, like I'm not gonna lie. I don't know that any of the doors open. I don't know what this thing does. I don't think I've ever used it. I mean, what do you do with this? If we re-roll on that, I assume we're probably going to need to re-roll that. New one. Well, we could drop it somewhere on the map and play around with it later, but I don't know what to do with that. Maybe we find a good place to plop it and play with it at some point, but here. drop it down over here. We'll check it out later, just because I'm kind of curious. I don't think I've ever done anything with it, but reroll. Okay. Let's hit the reroll. 110. Well, if that's 118. That's what we got. I mean, that's cute. It's very cute. Yeah. Okay. Told you small silo. Yeah, I suppose. We running it? I assume we're running it. I have to figure out what I even want to do with that. Can I place multiple silos? Let's ask that question. Or do I have to use just one? And just use, maybe I just use a bunch of these small silos as a... Ran out of money. I think I'm good. I think we're good. Yeah, or you mean, yeah. Build $1 million house, $1 million shop, and then it was like, shoot, now what? A couple $18,000 bins. Trying to decide if I want to do... I'm kind of thinking what we'll do is we'll, like... The best thing I think to do would be place a bunch of them in a row over here or something. Make our own silo system kind of deal. That's kind of... Are you guys... Are we calling it fair if I place multiple? Is that fair game? How do they work? They're just like the base game ones. You have to pull an auger up to them and fill them and unload them. You can have 10. Is that a fair number? Are we okay with that? Does 10 sound reasonable? Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Seems like everybody's okay with that. Yeah. All right. I mean, that's kind of how you're supposed to use these anyway, is in like a system. We'll just do our best to kind of line them up and run them in a system. Keep the spacing fairly consistent here. That's 8, 9, 10. That should be kind of nice, actually. Let's see if we can't fill in a path then for that. I think what we'll probably do is just run a nice big path through here. Turn it back on out. Bring it back up this way. There we go. Something like that. 10-ish. I think 10-ish does get pretty good. That seems pretty reasonable. So maybe we'll tweak it some more as we get some more stuff here. That being said, let's do an animal, right? Let's do a number 1 through 5 to decide what kind of animal, and we'll go from there. So 1 through 5, cows, horses, pigs, sheep, or chickens will correspond to that. Mr. B Game, how you doing, man? 1 through 5. I got 3, so we have to do pigs. Okay. That's interesting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exactly 20 options. So 1 through 20, whichever one we get, whichever one we have to work with. So 17. Okay. Well, a pretty boring pigsty, to be honest with you. could just about like hide it somewhere if we wanted to, I guess. Just kind of hoping for something a little more interesting. Do we want to have to do that, or what do we want to do there? I mean, that's fine. If that's what we're stuck with, that's what we're stuck with, but it's kind of a boring pigsty. Sheep. See, I don't know that it's fair that we pick the animal. I think we have to go off of what the, you know, like a 1 through 5. I feel like that's fair. Reroll. Let me get a reroll here just to see what we're looking at. I got 16, which puts us with this. If that's what you guys want. So either 16 or 17 basically is what we're stuck with. This one's kind of interesting. I do like this one. Could look kind of nice. Could see that working out nicely. I could put it like up here, actually. I think would look kind of cool. Or we could do, you know, kind of put it over here. At some point here, I'm going to have to just start building without any sort of rolls or anything. So, like, this is just kind of, we're going with an animal, we picked our silo, we picked our main shop, and we picked our house. And then from there, we might just have to kind of do it. Otherwise, it's going to take way too long. We're just going to be here all day rolling. So, yeah, I think I like this one. I think I'm okay with this. Let's see, maybe I'm thinking here would look kind of cool. But at the same time, I'm thinking maybe if we put it over here, I would have more room for other stuff right here. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that. I'm thinking maybe we... Yeah, I'm going to put it like over here. That way we have more room over that for other stuff. We'll come in, we're going to cut some of these trees down and put it like right up in here, maybe. That should look nice. We'll cut down those little trees, get them out of the way. So I think it's going to look nice by the time it's all said and done. So luckily this barn did kind of give us some nice options for things we can do. This pigsty, I should say. It's kind of some nice things. This matches. I think it works. I don't really ever do pigs, so that's kind of interesting too. Other side there. I think I got them all. Yeah, I think we're good. Should do. And then just add in some paths here to make that work. And like I said here, it's something we're just kind of gonna have to start going for it here. With what's what we're working with. That should work. Something like that. And we'll also tuck in kind of a slightly thicker path. Something like that. I think I can kind of work with that. Maybe we'll even end up making that one dirt later or something, I don't know. At least that's a start. Gives us the building. Mr. B Game, you love me? Well, I love you guys too. You guys are awesome. Coming in and hanging out with me. Doing fun stuff while we do a random number generator to build a farm. Tell me if you've ever seen this before on YouTube. Okay. Cool. So we got that. And I don't know if we're gonna end up keeping this path. It's kind of white and funky. We'll probably end up tweaking it some more. Stop where my yeah, I can do that at some point. See if I can't come up with a good day to make my way in. I'm gonna cut back a couple of these trees real quick, and then that gives us a little more room for pathing. We'll see if we actually get this farm done or not. I don't know that we'll completely finish it tonight, but we'll see. If we don't, that gives us something pretty good to do tomorrow, is finish up the build. Maybe this one. This should give us enough time. Or enough room, I should say. More appropriately. That should work. Should be enough room there. So, paths. Need lots of room because there's a lot of big doors here. I feel like anything short of this much path is kind of not enough. Shop is humongo. Seriously. Look okay. Let that come out. Obviously, we'll have to leave the game and come back in to fix our tree refresh, but I feel like that should be about enough room to be able to get in and out of this thing appropriately. And then we'll just kind of throw some Mandor walkways in. And then generically, doesn't need to be anything fancy there. I don't want to spend too much time on the nitty-gritty stuff for today. We can always come back to that. Okay. Interesting. Let's go ahead and start on some general sheds, just so we can start filling in the area a little bit. So white sheds will work, and also kind of a red barn look. It's kind of up to my own creativity at this point to make it all work together. But I'm gonna kind of start with using some sheds that match this one, just because I think that looks pretty good. And I haven't really used these yet, so that's kind of fun. We could do a little bale storage barn. I know you don't really need to store bales for pigs, but maybe kind of nice anyway, just to throw in a little bale storage barn. Maybe we do that right here, actually. Kind of nice. Actually, let's move it a hair to the left here. And this kind of starts on, we'll make a little farmyard out of this up here. This little bit of space here, and we can we'll throw in an open shed. I really like these sheds that just got recently. FSG modding crew, they do some really cool stuff. Drive-through shed, which is actually basically, it looks like almost the same shit as that. Yeah, it is basically. It's kind of cool. This red barn's really nice too. Might need to find a spot for it somewhere. I don't know where, but might have to see if I can. Can't find a good spot for it. We'll probably cut down this couple of trees over that way. So I kind of want to, it might be kind of nice to blend some new and some old in here. It's kind of what I'm thinking in terms of design. Have your nice white modern sheds as well as some older red sheds. I think it'll look kind of nice. I don't think we could quite fit one of these or this guy in over here. I was really kind of hoping maybe we could if I cramp some stuff around, but I don't think it's quite gonna work out like that. This is a pretty big shed. Just to give you a sense of scale, that's a pretty big shed. Okay. Well, anyway, that's pretty cool anyway. We can't fit this guy in. Kind of an open garage. I don't know if maybe that'll fit. I don't know that that quite works over here. I was kind of hoping maybe something like this would be kind of cool, but I don't think that's quite what we want. That's okay. It was at least worth looking at them. If we go into tools, let's see if there's any in here too. Sometimes they do. Some of these modders will tuck something in tools that matches. However, I'm not seeing anything for this. I'm going to say no. So what we could do though, what might look cool over here. I got this little vehicle workshop. It kind of matches that same design philosophy. Maybe a little smaller than I'd like it to be, but that same kind of idea. I don't know if I want to go with that or I think that's quite gonna work. That would look really cool though. I like this shed. I don't ever get to use it. The other good one would be the Elk Mountain one, maybe. I was kind of thinking a workshop over here. And I don't really need a workshop on this farm with that behemoth I got on the other side. I don't know if I can make this red. I'm pretty sure I can. Not quite. Kind of a in-between, weird-looking red. It's not quite gonna do it. Gabriel Barber, welcome back, man. How you doing? I don't think that's quite gonna work the way I wanted to here. I was really kind of hoping I could maybe squeak that in there. I don't think that's gonna be it. Okay, so then let's go back to our regular sheds and see if there's not something a little bit nicer. Got tons of options in here. Like I said, white or red works, so where I think's gonna look the best. Actually, I bet you that would look pretty good. A little bit more of just a regular vehicle shed. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy. That should work. Okay. And paint in the area real quick. Shouldn't take no time. Kind of wrap it up and around. Something like that. That should be pretty cool. We could fill in with trees and all that kind of stuff just to make it all feel nice and natural. Give it a good flow. That gives us a nice little area to work out of. So we'll come back with trees and all that stuff later on, but so then you're gonna come out and over this way, and we need perhaps, thinking something for, I mean, you're gonna have all the storage you need in the world in there, so it's not like you really need that much more storage on this behemoth of a farm. If you don't really have a spot to park like your personal vehicles, I guess, so maybe that's like the next thing we need to do. I mean, yeah, you could park them down there, you know, you don't fit much down there. Although I guess it's not very far to get over here if you want to park all your cool cars and shit in there, I guess, but it would be nice to go with Millionaire Mansion. Maybe something like this. I don't want to like have it like plain, you know, that's what you see out of the house, but like at the same time I want to kind of have a nice garage at the same time. Maybe we tuck it like this, I'm thinking. Let's see how that works out. We wrap the driveway so that I come in and out of here. That kind of works, right? You can kind of park in there, or you can kind of... leave it open so that we can park up in here. I think that kind of works. That's not what I wanted. Not the right texture. Maybe a little bit wider through here would be a good idea. Be a little wider through here wouldn't hurt either. There you go. I think that kind of works. Kind of an interesting yard. It's not exactly your normal yard by no means. Sure. So what else could we do to start to kind of fill up the area? Let's see. We could do. Let's do a liquid silo. Something like that. I'll integrate that a little bit nicer here in a minute. Thinking I need something to kind of go here. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or anything, just kind of something. Doesn't have to fill like the whole middle or anything, but just something to kind of take up some space. Fuel tank here makes sense. And as you're coming in, probably should put another one in up here along the front of this shop too. I feel like that's going to be the most common area you need fuel. Add some element of decoration up there too. Stop making it so plain. I don't know what I could do with the pigs. I don't know if there's a... fence that we could use to kind of make like an open pig pen. Maybe what we do for that is just kind of... just thinking like what would be kind of a good way to do that. I'm wondering if we could... maybe we run... some sort of fence around this way. I don't know. It's not anything necessary or anything, but like it might be kind of cool just to make it look like pigs would roam out in the yard there. I don't know how easy it's going to be to do though. I feel like it could be kind of cool though. So I might do it. Collides with another item. Yeah, I don't think it's quite gonna work. Just because we're getting collides with another item like way too close to this. If we did it like back here now. Collides with another item, collides with another item, collides with another item. Yeah, you're just not gonna get it. Not gonna happen. Okay. Oh well. That would kind of make sense. A little fermenting silo. That kind of makes sense. Throw that in there. Let's do... quickly scrolling through all my... weird categories that I never really get to hit. Greenhouses, like that kind of stuff. Sometimes that's really cool to throw in as stuff to occupy space. Or I got a maple syrup production, you know, weird stuff like that. Foil tunnel. I mean, I got tons of like wide open area. You know, you might be able to do something kind of cool with it if you did it right. A couple of these like long gardens might be kind of cool. Makes it look less empty. Something like that. You can also scratch that back in a little bit too. And then just kind of run some dirt paths in between them. Something like that. Not to make them fancy or anything, just some paths. And then you can even run that path back up here. And this will be where you come back to pick up your pallets. Something kind of cool. I don't think I've ever used it before either. Maybe gives you guys some ideas for something you could try. I think this is a mod hub mod, pretty sure. Should be. There we go. Fill that back in. Something fun. Let's do. What else we got? So we went through greenhouses, orchards, no point in that. Could do some solar panels. I always think solar panels are kind of cool, especially if you do something like throw them on top of a building. You gotta make sure you obviously free place them, but add some visual interest, you know? Same thing with like if you wanted to do. I mean, like obviously this is a pretty richy rich farm. You could add in some cool stuff. What else could we do? Can't think of much else that would work pretty well. Shoo! What does that thing make? $36,000 a month? Yeah. That's kind of interesting, huh? Can't say I've ever used that before. It's gonna fill a lot of space, like I was talking about. Oh, screw it. Something different. Just run a gravel path up to it. Didn't really have any gravel in it at all, so we could throw down some gravel, I guess. It's kind of an interesting item that I didn't even know I had, to be honest. I always forget to check these categories. Sometimes there's some pretty cool stuff in them. I don't know what's up with the little bushes, but whatever. Kind of cool. Like I said, something different. Helps add to that the randomness vibe of this farm so far. Sure. We do need a dog house. He's gotta have a dog house. Where do you put a dog in this farm? I guess back up over here with the not fancy stuff. Kind of hang out over this way. I don't know. Interesting little chicken coop. I actually really like that little chicken coop. I'm gonna have to mess with this at some point. Next time we do a more realistic farm build, this stuff's gonna have to be cool. Have to be used. Ramp step deck. What do you mean by that? I mean ramp step deck. Oh, as far as like big buildings go, like I think we got most of it, right? I don't feel like there's much left that really needs filled in. So we kind of nailed it. In terms of taking up space. Like maybe you can get another barn over here or something. Need ramps to load a trailer. Maybe we could come up with something like that. I think of where that might make sense at. Probably like in this area would be the most fitting, or here. Let's see what we can come up with. Under, where did we see ramps? Did you see ramps under something? Did you think of it? Probably have to be under decoration, I'm assuming. I don't know where I have ramps. Probably gonna take me a minute to find them. Got a ton of decorative items. Good thing we're not using a random number generator for this. Yeah. I have ramps somewhere, I just don't know where. I wish I knew where. Because that's not a bad idea. Tons of stuff to come back with and decorate later. Don't worry about that. I mean, we got a freaking police station for one of these. I'm gonna say tomorrow night's gonna be much more for finishing this out. I mean, we're running out of time tonight pretty quick. It's hard to do a whole farm build on a night stream. Definitely gives us something to do though. Yeah, I don't see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we could use that for something, I'm sure. I'll tell you what, we could probably put it like right underneath it here. I mean, obviously you'd pull your trailer kind of right up to it. Plenty of room to back up to it, or if you're loading like a side deck, semi could come out of that bay, pull up and around this way. Pretty easy access. That'll work. Definitely noticing a lack of American flags here. We have the one in the middle of the pond. Should probably throw a few more around now. there makes sense. These are coming in. Maybe we find a smaller one to put like right in front of the house. I know I have more of them. They could always come back, and this is, I mean, this is decorative stuff. This is gonna be tomorrow's stream for sure. But yeah, definitely a flag out here. Maybe even let's do it. Well, there's one. No, it looks like it was on top of the shop. Let's do it here, right off the corner of the shop. That's kind of cool. I was just looking at maybe something like this. We could throw in a nice little boathouse or something. Sure, I could work that in. These are some of the Goldcrest Valley decorations. They work really nice for flushing stuff like this out. You won't see the post-it coming into the water, but I think that's a minor inconvenience. Let's see if I can take that back down. There you go. Get the idea. And you can kind of throw a boat like up alongside it or something, but we'll come back to that later. That's all minor stuff. Probably do need to figure out lights. That will be an issue. Just kind of quickly flicking through here to see if there's anything like big that would make a big difference for the build. Thing I need to plan around, that kind of thing. We can. So these buildings are like big enough that like you can actually use them to kind of like plan out what you're doing. Could maybe even put like this guy like right up here or something. Cut down a few more of these trees. Be kind of nice. It's obviously meant to be, you know, kind of like you build it like here. I actually own this land. I can place it here. I can't resist. Definitely need to like, I'm gonna have to add in some like hiking trails to get you up there. That might have to be a thing we work on tomorrow. Maybe even off camera one day. I'll get bored and mess around with it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool anyway. Maybe we'll make like a campsite or something up there. It just has a special feature to the farm. I don't know, cool stuff. Stuff to mess around with. What else could we do? Kind of fills in some space. Productions, there's not much in there. Some of this stuff looks kind of cool. Can't really think of a good way to use it though. Bust this guy out. There's a corn dryer I could try to throw somewhere. Got a couple different options for that. Try corn add-on fusion. Going to try something like that. I don't think we need to worry about it, to be honest. Anybody have any big suggestions that we could try? Open air garden. Can't think of much in here that would be putting time into. There's this big giant warehouse. Could probably find a good spot on the map for at some point. I did want to mess around with that warehouse. Take a look at it at some point. I don't know. Nothing is really jumping on at me in terms of like gotta have it. I don't feel like I'm missing very many sheds, if any. I feel like I got enough sheds to house all the homeless in the world, basically. Maybe argue for another shed over here. I don't think so. I don't think it's necessary. I feel like we got enough space. Yeah, nothing's really like jumping out at me. We gotta have it for the farm. You could like throw out like something like this to fill up space. It's like a new construction. I don't feel like I need anything that big though. Be something like this. I don't know. Just kind of brainstorming here. Can't think of much. Maybe here for a new construction would be kind of cool. I don't know, screw it, let's do it. Looks kind of cool. Just kind of adds to it. I don't know. Why not? Says if this guy needs any more shit, right? That looks kind of cool. I do like that. I'll put some animal mud just to make it look like there's stuff going on here. Dirt coming in and out of it. And I need to splotch this up a little bit too, just because it's kind of boring. All kind of the same texture everywhere. I don't know if that asphalt texture even looks good or not, but something to fill in some space. Break up the material. Oh, you're not looking at the same material all the time. Kind of breaks things up a little bit. Yeah, I'd say it's looking all right. Looking pretty neat. Quite a bit different than it did when we started, huh? Fill that in a little better, you know. Something like that. This is gonna end up getting kind of sloppy, muddy, so we'll fill that in a little bit differently. Still need to come in and do all of our grass and everything, but this is all kind of stuff that I save for later on in the build, which I guess is where we're kind of at, because we got most of our sheds up. leave that pretty well defined as it is. Spot their effects later. That's all good. Okay, come back around over here. So we'll kind of take it with a little bit of dirt here. It's gonna look kind of sloppy coming out. Be even up along through here too. Kind of emphasizes that it is a barn, right? Maybe we can throw a little bit of that in over here too. Kind of a muddy working area. It's not perfectly clean by no means. And maybe even a little bit of animal mud inside. Doesn't have to be perfectly sloppy, but kind of mix up the textures a little bit. Should help quite a bit, the way it all looks. Okay, something like that. That should look kind of nice. Slap it a little bit more animal mud over here. Do have to fix this area. Fill it in with grass. Something like that should do. I do think we're gonna come back in over here, maybe fill in with a little bit of grass too. Just add a little bit of greenery around the building. I don't think it's gonna change much, but make it look like it's not such a big plain gray pad. Mixes things up just a little bit. Something like that. And bring this up here. Under there, something like that. I don't feel like grass would actually grow very well underneath this thing, but yeah, it is what it is. Should look okay. Breaks up the monotony of it all, I suppose. That should look good. And I think now it's basically time to start getting our grass and filling that all in. All our big open areas that need it. Probably I end up changing the grass in some of these areas, but for now we can at least fill it in. Complete the look. Weekend Gamer, welcome in. How you doing, man? How you doing, buddy? So there we go. I mean, it's looking pretty good, I'd say, for having been mostly picked by, you know, a random number. We filled in some of the stuff, but, you know, basically it was me filling in the blanks. It picked the main things, right? The shed, or the main shed, the silos, told us we were doing pigs, and also told us we were using this pig shed. That's pretty cool. Working on your channel, that's cool, man. That's cool. Hope it's going well for you. There we go. Let's take this kind of all the way up and here. Maybe a little fill around here. And then all these little missing areas. There we go. Filling up here. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Maybe a little more through here. We'll have to come in, touch up all the edges and everything anyway, but this is just to get us a general fill. Does get us a good idea of what's going on with the grass and all that anyway. Something like that's not too bad. Maybe a little more through the back. About 30 videos out there, that's cool. That's not too bad. That reminds me, something I might start promoting a little bit. Wanted to tell you guys that I was starting to work on. I am starting to do, I guess you'd say a gear review channel. That's the main point of it. I don't have any videos on it yet, so I don't want to really promote it yet, but something I'm working on in my spare time, not that I have a whole lot, is I'm going to be reviewing knives and stuff like that. Knives and little flashlights and stuff like that. If you guys are into anything like that, check it out. I might even do a spin-off with that where I play with some pew-pews. I am the tactical farmer, right? So I want to start digging into that side of things. So if you have any interest in that kind of stuff, let me know. I'll see if I can't find a link for it. But yeah, this channel is gonna stick around. If that channel ends up for some reason taking off or something crazy, I'll probably still obviously do stuff with this channel, but I'm probably turning it into a more general gaming channel than just a farm sim channel, which is really what I had intended for it to begin with, but I never really stuck to. I ended up just making it a farm sim channel. But yeah, we'll see. A little side project. Something to play around with. Added a little supplemental income, hopefully, at the end of the day to this channel, maybe. If I do get that up and going, my plan is to post a video there on the weekend. Just one video a week, probably. So it won't be much. It's just a night video or something once a week. I have enough knives at this point that I probably could start making some money from them, I figure, so why not? Might as well try it, right? See what happens. I really don't like this. Not enjoying this area. Fill that back in. Hopefully that'll look better. Yeah, I know that stuff doesn't really apply much to you guys, though. If you're not into knives and that kind of thing, it might not be for you. So no pressure or anything, but. That's my plan. So I'm doing completely separate stuff. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Let's do some trees. Obviously, this isn't final product by no means, but we're at least getting a good feel for it. These trees are pretty tall. I don't want to go too crazy with these because they might look a little out of place. Add you promote this. Okay. Appreciate that, Keith, for hooking them up, man. That's how we roll around here. Sprinkle a few more in here. A lot of pine trees on the map, so I might as well keep it the same, you know, sort of thing. Yes, we have, Keith. We've definitely helped a lot of guys get there. For sure. You guys got me to 1,000, so. There we go. Looks pretty good. Some more like birches over here. We stick with that. Throw down a couple more birch trees. A little more random in our selection of which birch tree. That'll look kind of nice. Here we can really kind of do whatever we want. Looks like it's kind of a mix of everything. Let's keep it as it is. Mix in a few. It's not a bad fill. Feels nice. I do like that these are nice and open, pretty airy. I feel like I might fill in this area a little bit more though. CBW, how you doing, man? Let's yeah, let's throw a bunch in here. I don't feel like it's gonna hurt much. Maybe I keep them cut back from there. Still on some more. Next size up. I don't want to be blocking the path from the solar panels. Will kind of help fill in though. Just because it's a big kind of really nice open area that doesn't look like it's going to get a whole lot of stuff over here. There we go. It's feeling kind of nice. Need some more of the base game ones. Maybe a spruce or two too wouldn't help. It wouldn't hurt. blocking some solar panel there, but that's okay. Should still look good. Be a little, maybe a couple over here too. Feels a little empty. Shouldn't block too much by anything there. Over two. There we go. That feels nice. Nice vibe to it. Probably fill with some of the wild grasses too, and that'll help flush it out quite a bit. By the time you start sprinkling a bunch of this around, it changes quite a bit the way it looks. It doesn't actually look like these are placing though, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of have to try them, see what happens. There we go. Be tons to do here though, that's for sure. We're definitely gonna have to come back to this one tomorrow. I don't want to go too crazy on it tonight, just because it does leave us some stuff to do. But I would say tomorrow plan on resuming this build. It's not done yet. Definitely still got some work to do. Should end up pretty nice though, I think. I feel like it's looking pretty good so far. But anyway, that's about what we're gonna call it for the evening. Let's get a good flyover. Flight mode. It's quite a bit different than it was, I would say. So, for those just now tuning in, we used a random number generator to pick the map. Never been on this map. This is, what was it, Rogue River by Poor Boy Modding. It's on the Mod Hub. We used a random number generator to pick the house, to pick the main shop, which kind of gave us a theme for the rest of the build. Used it to pick that we were going to be doing pigs, and this is the barn that we ended up with from the random number generator. And then we kind of did the rest. So this is kind of what we've got so far. I'd say it's looking pretty good. Not too bad. Obviously, I need to leave the game, come back in, and it'll clear out all the trees and everything. It's kind of confusing when you see it, but tomorrow we're gonna come in, we'll decorate it, we'll fill in all of the blanks basically, and go from there. Maybe we'll even use some number generators to pick out the equipment, see if we end up with anything good. Something to play with, maybe. Something fun. So let's plan on that tomorrow, and then on Wednesday I want to do something even more different, and that's kind of go through and start, because I feel like we're at a point with the game where there is enough maps out that we can start kind of, I don't know if I want to call ranking them. It's ranking them. We're gonna put them on a tier list and see if we can't kind of narrow down what some of my favorite maps are. You know, we'll hop in game in between here and there and have a good look around if it's a map that I haven't really checked out. But I'm gonna make up a tier list for some maps, and we'll check it out. It should be kind of interesting, something different. Work on Kubota. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see where if Aleem sends me something by Wednesday, then we'll obviously work on the a tractor, but tractor or an attachment or something. But build a map, yeah, right. Good luck with that. Nah, I don't know. Do some tier list or something. I don't know, something different. What else do I got to say for today? Build a building. Make some sheds. You guys want to see something? Hush, hush. Very quiet stuff. I got a model from somebody that I kind of like. I have some to send you to. Okay. Good stuff. Got a model from somebody that I kind of like. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do anything with it. But I got it out here. I should be able to show you now. Yeah, I'm not sure. Got a model from somebody I kind of like. I probably need to tweak quite a bit of it, but you get the idea. Pretty nice shed. Nothing, not too shabby. Got a flat on here. Looks nice. I don't know if I'm gonna end up completing it or what I'm gonna do with it. I mean, it's really already complete. Really, it's just, you know, do whatever I want to do with it. But we'll see. And then there was another one too. Let's see if I can find it. Having issues with the blade on the box. Really? Blade on the box is giving you issues? It's interesting. Let me see if I can find this other one. In my folder, all my random stuff. I'm pretty sure there was another one in here. This one? No. Not this one. Maybe it's just the one. For some reason I was thinking there might have been two. Yeah, anyway. Something I might work around with. Legacy's expertise for helping. Yeah, exactly. It's a nice model. I don't know. Maybe I'll play with it. See if it's any good. Looks good in game. I don't know. Something to mess with a different day. That's for sure. We still got other stuff we got to work on for the deer, really. But as far as like modeling stuff, I mean, we're out of stuff to model at the moment, so it's not like there's much we could do there. Out of stuff to get in game until we get some stuff fixed, or some UV fixes and get the tractor UV. So I'm at a standstill for the moment. So anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I guess we'll finish up the build. So have a good evening. We'll see you guys then. Take it easy.